Nothing's worse than dry cereal.
Anyway. We're live. Are we? Are we sure? Are we good?
Yep.
How about you? We'll find out who you are here in a moment. Just stay tuned.
Yep.
And you?
She's good.
Okay, last time I checked, I was still Danny.
Yep.
How about you?
And I'm still Cindy.
Oh my gosh. And save us from ourselves. We thought this was going to be the 10th episode, but turns out we lost count. This is episode 9
Yep.
of the
right.
MooseCast. You weren't here to be right. We were just wrong, and we thought we were right without you, and then you inserted yourself later.
Well, I'm editing Topher's episode right now, and you guys were so confident, like, nope, episode 9. And I'm just like, I'm pretty sure it's 8, but okay.
So welcome to episode 9 of the MooseCast. We have a very, very special guest today, Mr. D. Wayne.
Hey.
Hey.
What's going on, y'all? Thanks
Welcome.
for having me.
Wayne.
Snaps for D. Wayne.
Snaps.
We
Can I snap
we
for
had a bit
myself?
of we were supposed to be on before, and then of course the show must go on at that point. We're glad to finally have you on our penultimate episode of season 2, my friend.
Yeah.
Woo,
It's
finale
pumped.
D.
It's
That's what we're doing today.
penultimate episode. I don't get to use that word very often.
Yeah, penultimate.
But really, so did you end up getting a tour? Did these people give you a tour of this place at all, or did you just come back in here?
No, I just swung back in here.
Oh my gosh,
Sorry.
we are so rude.
No,
we got a
it's-
really awesome office. We're gonna give you the tour after this. Maybe we'll get
I was
some
like, let's
B-
break right now and do the tour.
some B-roll footage of this thing afterwards. But you mentioned something earlier. Have you watched this before?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I watched the episode with Allie.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was a good episode.
Yeah.
It was a great episode.
We love her. She's adorable.
Yeah.
Um,
That was great.
But that being said, you said something about the cannons here, and I don't want to jump right into it
Okay.
because we don't ever have a plan, as you already well know. We're just going to talk to you today. But we got Nick,
Okay.
we got Carrie,
Cool.
but you had an idea.
Yes.
Okay.
Don Cannon.
Okay.
So you
Where does it
remember
originate?
You remember the mixtapes from the early 2000s?
Yeah.
You know, trapaholics.com.
Trapaholics.
So you'd
Yes.
hear Don Cannon, right? What he's saying, that dude is saying is Don Cannon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the name of a producer.
Damn, son, where'd you find
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. Damn, son, where'd you find this? So yeah,
I
it's
love
Don
it.
Cannon.
That's perfect.
So yeah,
So
look
this
that up.
is
You can grab
Don.
the clip. Yeah, Don Cannon.
Don Cannon. Well, either way, we buried the lead. We've got D. Wayne here. D. Wayne, what do you do, my friend?
I'm a master of ceremonies.
Yes.
Yes. It's,
The MC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the MC. When people ask like what that means for me, it is basically helping organizations communicate with their audiences using genuine human communication.
That is the best definition I've ever heard for an MC ever.
Yeah.
It's I thought it was microphone coordinator.
I mean, I might as well be. That's heavy. I love that.
Yeah.
The microphone coordinator. That's dope.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's kind of an old art form that, I really take the spirit of. When you think about those, before there were actually amplification systems, there was a dude who had to train his voice to reach mass audiences. And his skills worked in tandem with the architects who would build buildings and structures so that it would carry a voice farther, which is why theaters still have their kind of space. And, chamber halls have great resonance, and even coliseums are built in a way that voices can carry if amplification wasn't used. So that big showman-y style, that guy that you see at the carnival taming the, not taming the lions, but down there with the lion tamers and stuff like that, I really love embodying that into my MC style.
That is well, of course. My second thing that I always think about, because it seems like you've truly embody all of this. How do you get into that? Where did that originate for you?
I was in high school. I was thinking about this the other day, actually. I've been MCing for 15 years now.
Wow.
I started in my sophomore year of high school and legitimately just never stopped. So I did the pep rallies in high school. I also joined the speech team. And that's kind of what brought my life to where it's at now. So, if you haven't thought about it, join speech and debate. If you have a high schooler or a middle schooler, tell them to join speech and debate. But that completely changed my life. I joined in sophomore year, went and won my first tournament, and I caught the bug. Fast forward to my senior year, I'd received a scholarship from UNL, the University of Nebraska Lincoln, and I hopped in and competed for a couple of years there before turning this into a business model and striking out on my own.
So of course, what is the link here? I'm sure you're wondering. We got his wonderful ass here because we also sponsor the Supernovas. We've gone to absolutely. I've been to a few games. If anything, I live in the same building as most of the team.
Oh wow!
Over there near the Astro.
Yes.
Yeah. So I always say they're so wonderful. They're so nice. But me being the size human that I am, it's weird to look up and go, "Hi, ladies. How are you doing?"
Yes, you feel like a short king for once.
I'm the short king around them always. Yeah, but they're always so wonderful to interact with. And I'm wearing the Moose stuff. And they're like, "Oh, it's a Moose roof." Like,
yeah, there we go.
Absolutely.
The marketing worked.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've been in contact with Josie. We've been trying to get this thing coordinated, but we're glad you're here, my friend.
Yes, thanks for having me.
I wish we could talk about our wonderful office and our culture here, but you didn't get the tour yet.
Not yet.
We'll do it afterwards.
Yeah, that'll be all.
But if anything, I wanted to ask also, whenever you said something earlier about the speech and debate team and you won a tournament, how does that even work? Like, what does that consist of?
Man, so it's actually a pretty big community across the country, but you go to a tournament and there's different kinds of events you can compete in, anywhere between 9 and 11, depending on what state you're in. But the ones that I competed in were all performative. So we have your dramatic acting, humorous acting, duet acting or duo acting. Duet you can touch, duo you can't. And now they have poetry acting, right? Program oral interpretation, which is taking a news clipping and a movie synopsis, and you can use those together to create a script and a character to tell a message or advocate on behalf of something. So each script is 10 minutes long. You must cut it from an original work, or in the case of Poi, you would take multiple original works and put them together. Poetry is kind of the same way, but I would memorize 10-minute scripts, and then you go and perform them in front of a panel of judges for the entire year. It is the longest school activity, so to speak, of the year. So typically your students will start preparing in the summer, so call it June, maybe July, and then their national tournament is in May.
Wow.
Yeah, May and
so
June.
That's a big.
It's almost an entire year of preparation and performance for these students.
And what sort of preparations is involved with all this? Is there a certain voice teacher that you use or something like that? What is the process to all that?
Each team has a coach, and multiple coaches, right? So depending on the size of the school, you can have anywhere between 1 and 10 coaches, and you can go to each of these coaches as you need to build out a plan to help you progress in your performance style. So I talked about the performative ones, but there's also the ones that you might think of when you think of speech and debate, your informatives, where we're just telling you about something, the persuasives, where we actually want to try to get you to get on my side, the extemporaneous, right? You have 7 minutes to write a script and get ready to perform it live. Those also need coaches. So there's a lot of different coaches with a lot of different specialties, and some great all-around coaches too. But you prepare by getting your script, and you have to cut it. So let's say you want to do The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe as a dramatic reading or maybe a humorous reading. You have to cut that full book down to 10 minutes.
Wow.
And the way you do it is kind of framing. So when you think of the story of let's say Superman, we think of Superman being raised in Smallville and then flying off to fight danger. That's one frame of the story, right? If we were to cut the book of Superman down, we could condense it to that. But what about Superman crashed into a building and a rock fell on a car and it inspired Lex Luthor or the next villain? That's a different frame that we can take from that exact same story.
Wow.
And so what we're trying to do is get a frame that's award-winning, right? That's good enough, and then also build up a performance that can be taken on the national stage and also do well.
That's what I was saying. Is do you go through a tournament process of locals, then states, then the nationals, just like any other sport?
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. And what's great about speech is you actually can go back and forth. So we'll compete, in Nebraska one weekend, and then the next weekend you can be competing in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And they might just have a big tournament in Minnesota that you can go and compete there, and then you get a sense of what the region's doing and how good people are across the country, right? And then you can come back and be like, okay, I understand it now. I have work to do.
Any type of performer or anything like that, I always like to ask this because I had done, community and some bigger theater stuff back in the day as well.
You're a theater kid?
You never shared this with us.
Yeah, yo, theater kids, stand up.
Now coming out about this.
I have a very
this is new to us.
a very embarrassing story from middle school here as well, but we won't get into that. Unless you really want to. That being said, for me, and I don't know if it's the same with you, I ask people who have been on stage in front of people, either needing to improv or do anything scripted. For me, the best part was right before the pre-show nerves, because as soon as I get out there and you feel the warmth of the lights, it all melts away from me.
Yeah.
Like I pretend that there's not a crowd there ever.
Totally.
Is that what is your pre-show process before you walk out in front of the thousands of people at the Supernovas, and you do stuff with the Huskers as well?
Yeah.
Is it the pre-show, like you're ready and that gets you amped up and gets you the energy? Well, anyway, just explain your mental process. Sorry.
No, that's great. It's really interesting you say that, because I feel that on the theater stage, right? You get out there, the lights hit you, and you can't really see the crowd, right? There might be, the very front row that you can see, but otherwise it's like you and the world that y'all have built together and the work that you're getting ready to do on the stage. But for a lot of the MC work that I do, it's a necessity that I open my eyes and connect with the audience. And that's connecting with every eye that I might look at. So if I'm at an event, you might see me walking around just kind of looking, right? And that's just connecting with people, picking up where the energy's at in the room, so that the next time I talk, we can either take it up, or maybe we're at a good place and I can meet them there. But in terms of preparing for, in terms
somebody's here, by the way.
Yeah, these are great microphones. I just looked down at the mic.
You're gonna hear flushing at some point too.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. They won't pick it up. I use this mic for the radio show, so I know how that tolerance is pretty high on there. But in terms of preparation for an event like that, outside of getting the demographic information, the script, the run of show, things like that, I am mostly doing a lot of visualization. And not visualization is in the like woo-woo visualization, but like straight up, how is this going to feel, right? And you want to feel it in your body, just like an athlete practices a rep 100 times. As a performer, you don't want to go in there not having practiced your reps.
Exactly.
So, when I say Supernovas fans make some noise, it's probably like the 120th time I've said it that week, even though we have one game. Right. And my house just rings all the time. I'm just practicing, because this right here is my normal speaking voice. It's almost like just above a whisper. Just like so when I'm out there, like, Supernovas fans, make some noise, right? That the voice, it comes out in a different way, because that's the way we visualized it. Right.
Yeah. And you said something as well, because the difference between doing that crowd work versus literally living in your own world that you've created on a theater stage. I've only done the theater stage thing. And the reason why it melted away is because I could pretend the crowd wasn't there. You know what I'm talking about,
absolutely.
Right? So
I
that
do too.
So
Me too, Cindy.
That was an orchestra, so we had.
You
We were.
Yeah, so we were on stage all the time, and I know what you're talking about.
The lights help.
Yeah, I can visualize it, and like right now, like just the blindness of the lights.
It does help obscure your vision of
all I can see is probably like from their waist down. That's
Gotcha.
it.
And like in the pit.
Yeah,
Whoa.
like in the front rows.
I think that's so cool, because I've never like sat in the pit during the show. What did you play?
I played violin for like 10 years.
Oh my gosh, do you still have it?
No.
Out of here. Done with that one.
It was the school's violin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're pretty expensive. At least the good ones are. But anyway, sorry to interrupt. Keep going.
No, it was great.
You're here. We're just having a conversation, man. At this point, but that was what I was saying, is like moving to that type of crowd work where you're having to go up and face the demon, essentially. Did it take you time to adapt to that at all? Or was it just...
Yeah, I think, there's a lot of like, you break your ego when you do a job like this, because you are in front of people, like looking them in the eyes. And so you're bare there. You can pretend to be as cool as you want, but like in reality, like everyone sees you from all around, right? If I think that my hair's not looking right, guess what? Somebody's seeing my hair not looking right. When I stutter, somebody's going to hear that. But the whole goal is to get myself closer to the audience. So I want to be ultra human. I want to allow people to feel like they can connect with me. And so what really helped me with that, like, oh my gosh, I'm, getting used to people's eyes looking at me, is that when I'm working at an event, I have to dispel my own ego, right? That's where a lot of nerves come in, because you start going, do I remember what I'm going to say? How's it going to sound when it comes out of my mouth? What if I do this? What if I makes this look better? A lot of it, if you really think about it and kind of question yourself, it comes back to you. But if the goal is to just share a message with the audience, throw yourself like a rag doll, right? Like you are the spaghetti that sticks on the wall, and you can treat yourself like that and know that it's in service of the audience, right? These people showed up, they paid a ticket price, or they got a sponsorship. They're putting money in the pockets of all these athletes, or maybe it's somebody's birthday and this is their birthday gift, or heck, maybe someone's never been to a professional sporting event and this was the only one that was cost effective. The schedule worked out being in the spring like that. And maybe the Supernovas, they've been really great about community work. Maybe they got hooked up with tickets, so it was just like bam, 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 a great opportunity. What good is it if they show up and I'm sitting here thinking about myself?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like we completely miss the point, and then these people have an okay time instead of a really
good
fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I kind of got used to that, is really being like, okay, it's not about you. And every now and then I have to give myself that reminder. It's not it's on and forever thing, but like when I do start to feel nerves, I'm like, why? Okay, you're worried about yourself. Cool. Let's cut that out and go kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what sort of advice would you give somebody that's interested in doing what you're doing?
Yeah, I would say if they already have some basic speaking training, some theater training, it's just find a place that needs a little oil in their programming, right? Something that keeps the momentum moving forward. So if you're into, let's say orchestra, right? There are there are recitals that you might have, there are showcases that you might have, and then there are public performances that might be held by different organizations. By just saying, hey, here's the value that I want to provide. I noticed that there's always a lull in the program whenever we show up, or I want to actually help introduce different parts and acts as everybody sits down and sets up and gets their music going. Just that little bit can help take the experience for the audience and the organization up a notch, right? And so right there, you're already in the industry.
Yeah.
And there's room for everyone. Yeah.
A little bit of initiative there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know, because you've been doing this for 15 years.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning, much less what happened 15 years ago, but I want you to try to take us back. Describe your first event as the Master of Ceremonies.
Oh, man. My earliest memory is, I think, in high school, that first year. Yeah, 2010. I was with this super cool dude named Dan the Man Peters. And I know we had Dan the Man, who's like, the guy was a ball of energy, right? And so we get paired together, and he's really good with like interacting with the crowd immediately. And so he's over there getting the crowd to try to do the wave, and the crowd's kind of going on one side, and so I've got the other side of the gymnasium, and I go in and try to do the wave. I hand the microphone to the librarian at the time, or the media specialist is the job now, and I go to run, and the microphone didn't get pulled all the way in, so the cord wraps around my ankles, but it's a really long cord, like we're talking 100-foot cord, and so and I slowly start to feel my feet come closer and closer together. I'm stumbling, and then I boom, and I really ate it. And I actually, just the other day, I saw a Facebook memory pop up, and I saved it to my phone, so I'll give it to you so you can pop it up.
There's video evidence of that?
Not video, thank the Lord.
Okay.
I mean, somebody might have a video of it. Like, that was definitely one of the first moments where I was like, okay, do you really want to do this? Like, this is that was really embarrassing. Everybody's laughing at you, and then you get up, and it was the beginning of the pep rally. So I had to continue the entire time. It was like, oh, how embarrassing.
So everybody had a better time because
it's like it was a really good show of, hey, everyone had a good time.
Yeah.
And it didn't ruin me. That was the other thing. At that age, when you're in high school, you do something like that in front of the whole school, you're like, oh, I'm cooked, right?
Yeah.
I'm never getting asked to prom, or I'm not ever going to say yes.
Gosh.
Like, none of that. But it was okay. And I was like, okay, this is an all right gig.
That's awesome. Yeah. So 7th grade.
10th grade.
For me, 7th grade, 10th grade.
Yeah.
I was Frosty the Snowman in a play. Oh yeah. And the whole gimmick was, it was the Christmas play or whatever, and I was a stand-up comedian, like a Rodney Dangerfield type character as Frosty, and that was the character. And I would say the line, say the punchline, and run in a circle around the it was ridiculous. So I'm wearing socks on the stage, by the way, as I'm doing the jog around. And I get to the last joke, and then I pivot and I run around, and right as I get up to the tripod with the microphone, I Charlie Brown. I'm ass over tea kettle, and I hit the ground, scramble up immediately. There was an immediate, the choir was singing. They go, huh, they all laughed all at the same time. They all laughed at the same time. I'm completely red. I finished that last joke, and I just stumble off the stage at that point, and I'm thinking those exact same things. I'm like, I'm ruined.
Yeah.
I'm ruined.
No.
But yeah, if anything, of course, that was the one time my family from East Tennessee came to Middle Tennessee to see it. It was a whole big production, and they're like, that was the best part of the show. Thank you very much.
No photos?
No photos.
No photos.
No
See?
photos. Thank God.
There's a couple of generations that got lucky that are still around with the no photos and videos.
Oh man. So you doing because the Supernova season just ended, and what is your next gig for right now?
Tonight, I'm actually hosting the American Marketing Association's award show, their end of the year award show. And then tomorrow, I'm hosting the Zoo's Garden Party.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. And then Sunday, I'm hosting the Supernova's Watch Party. Yeah.
Okay.
Supernova's Watch Party for us in the finals when we win tomorrow.
We will, and
we're gonna win.
That's a back-to-back.
Yeah.
Back-to-back.
Yeah, but that's kind of how my weeks go.
So do you, like, how does the booking process go for you? Like, do people reach out to you, or you just find these and just be like, hey, I would be great at this, if you give me the opportunity? So how does that
people reach out.
Oh, great.
Yeah, a lot of people just find me somewhere, see me somewhere, and go through and find my information and then reach out. Email is always the best way. Like, I've got a couple of assistants, and that's kind of the best. It's really tough sometimes with different messaging platforms and trying to keep up with it. But if people get my information, I can hopefully get them into my email inbox. And then once they do that, literally they'll just schedule a time to talk to either me or one of my assistants and give us some details about the event. We send over some pricing, and then they sign the contract, put a down payment, and we're good to go. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. And
one thing that I found out about, and I apologize, I found out about recently, you had a radio show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you plug that for me and tell me all about it, please?
Yes. It is Dwayne in the AM, Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m. on 106.3 KFRX.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a top 40 show. Obviously we play a lot of current music, but a ton of throwbacks too. Like Thanks for the Memories was on this morning.
There we
Misery
go.
Business, we're playing really good throwback tracks. And then what I'm basically doing is kind of building a morning vibe, right? Just keeping the energy up and getting something people can really just chill and listen to and talk about. Like yesterday, I'll tell you both. Yesterday I talked about the 9-year-old kid who took his mom's car last week and drove his little sister to McDonald's. They took cash from their parents and took the mom's car, and it was on the way back that police pulled him over and called the mom and was like, yeah, your kid is driving your vehicle. And so
he got the wrong toy in the Happy Meal.
Wrong toy in the Happy Meal. So he had to turn around. But kid didn't get in trouble, not by the police, but he's grounded for life.
Of course, you're done.
He's grounded for life. And then today I have a segment called "You're Not Wrong, but Still."
I love that.
It's Mother's Day themed this week, and so I got a text about a lady who said that she reserves 6 different spaces for Mother's Day, 6 different restaurants, and when Mother's Day weekend comes, she will then ask mom which one she wants to go to. Mom selects one, she cancels all the others the day before. Terrible business. And imagine all those people who have tried to call and get a reservation. I'm sorry, we're already booked up. We had this reservation 5 months ago, all because this lady then
booked it up
at 6 different places.
So, okay, you love your mom, I get it. You're right, but still, I get
But
that.
still,
I
yeah,
get that. I get
exactly.
that.
That's
I get
why it's
that.
like, I mean, I get it because that's really convenient, but still, that's kind of wrong. Like,
Yeah.
like you kind of messed
Let's
up for
have some
that.
empathy on that one, man.
Yeah.
So what time we got? Where we at? Is it going to be break time? Are we going to play games? We don't have a plan for this, by the way. We're
That's
going
great.
off the rails.
We're kicking it. Yeah, I'm
That's what
having
we do.
fun.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
Don't put me in control. Don't put me in control.
I mean, we can play games now if you want.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'll think of a question here in a moment. Here, let's play a game though.
Okay.
After
We'll
this
be back.
After this short break.
Actually, real quick, who's our sponsor today?
Me?
Yeah, who's our sponsor?
Is it?
We have a different sponsor every week.
Oh, a different sponsor every week?
Absolutely. Who's our sponsor?
Do I
today?
make up a sponsor?
You can say anything you want.
Whatever collective.
And all right, guys. I started to take a break from the MooseCast here, but normally at the end of each episode, I say smooches, love you, bye. But right before that, I normally ask you to click around stuff that you're looking at me on here. So you got a like button. That's a thumbs up if you didn't know. There's a subscribe. We got an Instagram. We got a Facebook, all this other jazz. But I want you to do one more thing. I don't mean to burden you by any means, but if you could, do us one more favor. Everybody uses Google. So go to Google, type in Moose Roofing if you could, and then leave us a 5-star Google review. Bonus points if you leave a Google review that mentions something about the MooseCast. What do you think, Cindy?
If you do, we'll love you forever
And ever.
and ever.
Promise. Get back to the MooseCast. Finish your episode.
Yeah, let's get back to it.
When does your radio show start and end? Like, what's your time frame?
6 to 10 a.m.
6 to 10.
Yeah, Monday
Gotcha.
through Friday. Yeah, so it's kind of fun. And basically, yeah, I've got the studio that I can go to the radio studio. I have a home studio, and then I have a mobile studio.
Yeah.
And take over.
We should play that in the office.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was on my way to work the other day this week, and it came on, and I was
snap.
like, "Do it!" I was
Yeah.
like,
What?
I
Yeah.
know him." Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I really hope that they'll like add a intercom thing in the office at some point.
So we do have intercoms, but we have like giant Bluetooth speakers that I'm currently underutilizing. So yeah,
So it's your fault.
Josie, don't do this.
I was gonna say we need to get you like an Alexa or a Google Play. So you can just say,
Yeah.
"Hey,
Yeah.
play KFRX," and it'll do it.
Boom.
KFRX, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back. I'm sorry for ignoring you guys, but we're just having so much fun here. We're gonna have a little more actually, believe it or not, because it's game time. You know what time it is.
Game time.
And I am a professional at this one.
Danny's so bad at this.
Shut up.
I'm really good at this game.
Cindy's really good. Danny's really bad at this game. But pretty much what you're gonna do is it's gonna be a word that you'll have to unscramble and try to figure out what it is, or it's like a phrase that you
Okay.
have to guess.
Okay.
Yes. Do we put anything on this game?
As in like who win? If
You choose,
win,
girl.
It's your world. We just living in it.
Yep.
It's my world.
Yeah.
And
your
you don't
world.
want to be living in my world.
You don't know what goes on in my brain.
I don't know.
Lunch is the easiest thing.
Okay, lunch.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Wait.
Here's
So
the first
wait.
one.
So we just remind me. Are we
You're keeping
all
score,
at the
right?
same time? We're trying to blurt
yes.
it out.
Yes. So the first person who like says it gets that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you keep score here.
Yeah.
Cindy.
I don't know if I'll be any good at these games.
I'm a professional. You'll see.
Oh snap! We'll take care of it for all of us. then.
Okay, ready?
yeah.
Here's your first one. So this one's a puzzle. What's this puzzle trying to say?
What you mean? What's it trying to say? Like it's like a sentence, a phrase that it's trying to say.
It's like a phrase.
Okay.
5 down.
Nope.
5 up.
5.
Five
High
out of
five.
It's not high five.
It's not high five.
It is.
Oh, I was like up 5.
y'all
And
the
then
pro.
you said
Told
high
y'all the
5, and I was
pro.
like, I knew
Told
that
you I
was
was a
it.
pro, Josie.
Isn't that your first?
No.
Oh.
No.
First point ever.
I've already made state championships. How dare you?
Goodness. Okay. Here's the next one.
Nebraska.
Oh.
Wow, that's solid.
Yep. That was right.
I just read it like phonetically.
Yeah, I was like Kinsabara.
Yeah, like,
sounds like
I dated her before. Actually.
Yeah. I was like, I could learn that dance on TikTok, right?
Okay, the next one is a puzzle, and it's a phrase.
Big ego. Big
Nope.
ego.
Ego. Oh.
Go. Ready, go. Ready,
Close.
go.
Ready
to go.
Oh, who got that one?
I'm gonna give both of them a point. That was like in sync. Okay. And this is a puzzle.
Century.
Wait,
is it you're supposed to finish the word?
No, this
it's
is
another
showing
puzzle.
Like
apparently.
a puzzle. Like it's showing a phrase.
Some
Entry.
Ben,
and
Ben,
a century. And century. Century?
Once in a century?
No century.
No entry.
What is a century?
It's 100 years.
And like, what is that?
A decade.
Like,
it's a century.
It's
like
a century.
Less specific.
It's a lifetime.
It's
That's kind of.
It's forever.
No. I don't know. Maybe this wasn't a good one.
What is it?
Century.
Life century.
It's a life sentence.
No.
Is there another hint?
Focus on like what's not there.
Josie,
That's all I've been.
yeah, just like Josie. Here I go. You know what?
I didn't notice that something was missing.
Yeah.
Now that you say that, that's a great clue.
We're getting after it now. I have a renewed vigor towards this puzzle.
Okay, so C in Roman numerals is 100.
Yes,
So
it is.
I felt like I was getting us somewhere with that clue.
Yeah.
Like, what are you?
A millennium.
No, because it's 1,000.
It's a phrase.
Yeah.
It's a 4-letter.
Oh,
a
turn of the
4-word
century.
phrase. No.
Close of the
The
century.
word century is not in the puzzle.
Oh.
Well, this is terrible.
Oh, this is,
The word century.
'Cause-
End of an era.
End of a century.
Before
but
prehistoric.
I'm just sitting here with my mouth agape. I don't know. There's no way. I've
Do you
got
want me
nothing.
to
Give up,
share?
yeah.
Reveal?
Yeah.
Long time no see.
What?
Because there's no.
No. Violation.
Because a
Violation.
century's a
Flag
long
on the
time,
play.
and there's no C. Like the C wasn't there. That's why I said think about what's not there.
That's a stretch.
No.
We call that a
No.
slant
Flag
rhyme.
on the play.
Slant rhyme
Okay,
for
I'm
sure.
sorry. That's my bad. I apologize.
It's
It's
okay.
like rhyming orange with foreign.
Okay, next one. Unscramble this word.
Okay.
Orthogenic?
What's what? No.
Tamagotchi.
Oh no. Gabra. Tigwa. No.
Tigwa?
Nope. I'm just trying to get hooked on phonics real quick here and it's not
Mhm.
working.
Thorn.
Thorn. Yep.
I hate looking back at the footage of these games and seeing my face twist.
Because it's like trying to think.
I have no. What are we doing here?
Ooh, that gives me an idea to edit.
Don't. I should have never been vulnerable with you.
Do you want a hint? I can tell you the first letter.
Okay.
C.
Corn.
Yes.
Corn.
It does have something to do with Nebraska.
Corn hat.
Nope.
Corn tight.
It's not corn anything.
Oh.
What?
Something to do with Nebraska.
Mm-hmm. And sports.
Corn tech?
Nope.
Without the word corn being in it?
Corn is not in the word, I promise.
Okay.
I thought.
Didn't you just say it was?
Yeah,
First letter.
Okay.
C.
Corn. Oh, you said the first word was corn.
Am I decoding what you're saying as well? Is this how this
No,
works?
Corn.
I said corn is not in the word. Sorry. Did I mess something up?
The footage will tell all.
Okay.
So is this a sentence or a word?
This is a word.
A single word or
A single
a
word.
single word.
Okay.
Sports is also another hint. Did I already say that?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Blue is another hint.
Blue.
Creighton.
Oh.
So is the theme of these sports?
No, no. It's kind of random.
Because we just had Nebraska. Now we
kinda
got
random.
Creighton.
Yep.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
ready.
the word ones are kind of themed, but the puzzles are random.
Okay.
Okay. This one.
I'm just along for the ride. I love
Here we
this. This is great. You don't want to know where my mind was. Okay. So,
I was like, yo.
okay.
Steal a kiss?
Nope.
Oh.
Steal a lick.
Nope.
I feel bad for Julio if that's how you kill.
Metal. Steel. Pipe. Pipa?
How many words is the phrase?
It's one word.
Of
You
course it
are
is.
You are lying. Okay.
It's a band.
Metallica.
I knew it. I was literally going to say it. I was like, Pipelica, Steelica,
Oh,
Metallica. That's what it was.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't get that, Danny.
Yeah, same.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I'm 35?
Yeah.
Oh.
Supernova.
That was great.
Good job, Cindy.
Wow, Cindy, you're right on the ball with this.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, this is the final one.
Okay. Is it winner take all?
You say this every time because you.
Can I not win?
Cindy already won. Let's be honest. Unless we do winner.
I
takes
will.
all.
I will shut up on this one, and then you guys can guess.
Why
Oh,
should be
don't-
something
don't
super
patronize
difficult.
us.
Okay, decode this puzzle.
Straight ass.
Nope.
I was thinking the same thing.
This
Straight.
is a dog teeth.
Yeah, straight ass.
It's
Uh,
not.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
Oh.
Yes, Dwayne.
Did I lose again?
Yeah.
Actually, you and Dwayne tied for losing.
There we go.
So-
I'll take that.
I'll take that.
Yes.
No third place. Just
Absolutely.
a tie for
Hey.
second. So
I love that.
get it.
You know, the next time we do this, we should just have a team and then against Cindy.
Oh, I agree.
Really, though, Cindy seems
On it.
I love.
yeah, far and above
I love
equipped for
brain
this.
teasers.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's good at them.
Now, if you watched the other episode, you know what the next game is.
I don't remember.
Okay. I love that.
Because you sent that email a while ago.
What email?
See.
So, we are going to blast music in your ears
Okay.
and we're going to ask you questions.
Gotta love that. We should turn that off during podcast.
And then
I agree.
Yeah.
Next time, let's do
I
that.
think it's charming.
Oh, wrong.
So
device.
I would say we're going to blast music in your ears, hopefully unintelligible freeform jazz or whatever you like. Because I think if you like it, it might be distracting as well, and that would be also fun. But you don't just answer the question you think we asked. Don't repeat the question back to us.
Yeah.
Just answer the question you think we asked.
okay.
The Whisper Challenge. This is my favorite game.
Here we go.
Wait, what was that jazz playlist that you had?
I don't know.
What jazz playlist?
It had here freeform jazz.
Yeah, you can do freeform. That's fine.
I just remember Patrick looking like this.
The little
Give him some
album
Miles
cover.
Davis too, or whichever. All right, that happened again.
Wow.
We've done it again.
Wonderful.
I love it.
I heard it in my ear.
I'm never prepared for these things. It's my trademark.
Yeah, it's kind of on brand.
It's OB.
Yep. Okay.
It's connecting.
Oh, it's not connected? Wow, everyone's coming.
Oh, it says it can't connect. Is it?
Are they on? Yeah, they're on.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
This is gonna be real embarrassing, y'all.
Oh no, they're not on. Oh yes, they are. Here, I'll just. There we go.
Okay, they're good now.
Yeah.
There we go. Beautiful. I'm gonna start off with a classic. You ready? Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm
Yes. Make some noise. No, I'm kidding.
ready. Headphones scare me because I don't know the volume that I'm speaking at.
Uh-huh.
Fine.
Like, because when you put headphones on like this, your instinct is to talk louder so that you can be heard over the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're fine. Totally good. Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. If you could have googly eyes implanted on any part of your body, where would it be?
Probably my lower left leg.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh crap! I don't have one. Go for it.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I'm so.
If you could design any article of clothing, where would you design it on the person's body? I wasn't ready, Cindy.
My lower left leg.
Okay, there we go. Beautiful. I have to have time to think of these things.
You guys are terrible. I seriously can't.
Shut up.
I'm really enjoying this music. Jazz is my jam. So
Okay, I have one.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. If you had to lose one limb, which
If you
one
choose
would
the
it
left
be?
leg, he's gonna choose the left leg. Lower left leg.
Why is it all
Sit
body
down.
questions?
I don't know.
to keep. Mm. I like them all.
Nice. I like that. Yeah. If you could listen to one album front to back for the rest of your life, what album would it be?
Big Sean's I Decided dropped in 2017 and changed my life.
There we go. I like that one.
As if she didn't know that was coming.
Favorite fast food chain.
One more time.
Favorite fast food chain.
I would say Raising Cane's.
There we go.
He's good.
That just something about that juicy shit.
If you could only paint your toes one
More
color
body question.
for the rest of your life, what color would you choose?
Clear coat, please.
He's good.
He's good. He's good.
Are we talking too loud?
Either that or you gotta crank his shit up.
It's already cranked up.
I said the S word.
Don't enunciate as much, maybe. Is it?
See? Swoop.
Okay, go, Cindy.
Okay. I don't have one.
I don't think anything right.
This is great.
Would you go bald tomorrow? Okay. Would you go bald tomorrow?
Would I go bald? No, I would go bald to my. I like my hair.
And pressure.
asked him to volunteer to go bald.
Pressure.
Okay,
Pressure.
you got it, Diddy.
Would you like for all of your teeth to fall out tomorrow?
One more time.
Would you like for all of your teeth to fall out tomorrow?
I would say the telephone pole.
I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Supernovas or Nebraska?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I would say a Cane Corso. Like a big dog.
Yeah. So
I almost hit my lip.
this is her favorite. She loves it. If you were a character in Fast and Furious, what would your character's car be?
Ooh, that's a good question. Wait, is it playing?
Did it stop?
No, it's still playing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, say that one more time.
Okay. If you were a character in Fast and Furious, what would your character's car be?
This is like the new one, The Rock. Whatever The Rock's character is.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Okay. All right.
Dream.
Dwayne. Checks out.
Dream city to visit.
One more time.
What is your dream city to visit?
Osaka, Japan.
I'm a Sapporo kind of guy.
That'd be dope.
All right.
Is it good?
Are we good?
I don't know.
Do one
Yeah.
more, Danny.
One more?
Yeah.
Is it another body one?
I hope not.
Stanley or Yeti?
What, is that a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stanley or Yeti?
If I had to choose between debit or credit, I think, I choose debit because at least you got the money in your account. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Slay.
snaps for that.
Pop off, Queen.
How'd I do?
done.
Dude, that was impressive. Impressive.
Thank you.
Yes.
So hopefully you got some good answers.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure I scooted up and they saw my giant head turn red entirely. Yeah.
Like Cindy sweatshirt.
Oh my gosh. you almost had a brain aneurysm.
Literally.
This is Josie's favorite game.
She loves it.
It's a great game.
Well, I
Yeah.
almost spit my water out when you guys were saying something, so I had to try to keep it down.
Oh, you got to watch your back.
Yeah.
Just to see what happened. You got to watch your back.
It's funny.
Yeah.
But I will say, honestly, you did do well.
Yeah.
You did do very
Yeah.
well.
For real.
Heck yeah.
Compared
Thank
to
you.
our Moose members,
Did
you're
well.
high up there.
Mhm.
Hey, awesome.
Mhm.
I'll
Yeah.
take that.
Good job.
So, I have another question too, because I had a ritual as well before either stepping on the stage or doing anything in the public. Do you listen to music?
Yeah, I do. I listen
Yeah.
to a ton of music all the time.
Do you have a go-to playlist?
No.
Really?
Yeah. it's
You mix it
all-
up beforehand.
Yeah, it's all like based on mood because
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing multiple different kinds of events. So
Mhm.
some call for like a smoother mood, other call for more aggressive mood. Others, I just need to like vibrate my face off. So
Yep.
I don't feel anything. So I've got the whole sound thing in my car, and I really use that as kind of a sound bath.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's kind of cool.
So I want to know, front to back, what are you doing right now, and where can people see you all year?
Man, we'll start in January, I suppose,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
In January, you can catch me at the Omaha Supernovas. I am also, I think basketball season's still going, so men's basketball with the Huskers, and then gymnastics is getting ready to start up. It hasn't quite started up yet, I don't believe, but so Supernovas, basketball, volleyball as well. It's probably into volleyball season for college, for
Right.
collegiate volleyball. Then come February, Supernovas, then gymnastics for sure. Start of season, everything starting
That's why I asked you this.
we get a little bit of basketball. I think that's towards the end. Come March, it's straight Supernovas, and end of gymnastics. April Supernovas. May we hop into the end of Supernovas and the beginning of baseball. So I do the Big Ten baseball tournament and College World Series. So that's May and June. July, and in between all of these, we also have like lots of corporate events, plus the radio show. You can hear me on
Yeah.
Monday through Friday. But in terms of sporting events where people can find me, July is a month where I'm clear of sports, but we're preparing for football season, right? And so then here comes August, football.
Yep.
Yep. So August football, I'm forgetting my months. September, right? September's after that. August, September, yeah. So August, then September, more football. Start to get ready for volleyball. October, volleyball, football, basketball. November, football, volleyball, basketball, and
you are all over the place.
Yeah. What motivates you?
That same thing I was kind of talking about earlier is like somebody showed up today and stubbed their toe, right? Someone's kid yelled at them. Someone just got a divorce. Someone had a rough time. Or someone was just given a chance to show up to like a really cool event. And as you're familiar with the theater, it's like, and in show too, everything we're doing is to give the audience a point of relaxation. So everyone comes to us with their burdens, and when they pay their ticket price and they sit down, they're not just sitting themselves physically down, they're setting their burdens on the floor, right? You go to a movie theater and you set your things underneath your feet. That's what they're doing with their burdens, right? And it's just our job to like help them forget about them for just a little bit. And so that really like, it truly does motivate me, because I get to wake up every day blessed to live in my purpose, right? I like, this is what I'm doing with my life. So if I can share some joy with people, I really want to do that. And it feels like my responsibility. I feel like I put on a Superman cape. You know, now it's, you know, time to help somebody find out where the bathroom's at. And sometimes it's that simple. You know, other times someone needs like a, you know, I come up to them and meet them and shake their hand and take a picture, and they're like, heck yeah, that was kind of fun. And other times it's helping somebody win $500.
Yeah.
Like, all varying levels.
So you spend a lot of time doing these events, telling people to make noise, showing people where the bathroom is, so on and so forth. Is it weird talking about yourself?
Yeah,
I would say so.
Yeah, definitely. It's I'm starting to get used to it a little more, but it is definitely weird, because as much of the in person that I am, like the goal is for me not to be the star.
Exactly.
Right. I am just a conduit of energy that an organization can use to help get closer to their audience. And for the audience, I'm just another dude that they can come like complain to me about something they didn't like, or maybe they can say, wow, I noticed this and that. And I can be there and kind of jest with them about things that, you know, regularly you might think, you know, you wouldn't talk about with someone, but just a regular dude.
Yeah.
At this point, we're glad you have. We're glad that you.
What?
Thanks, Dad. So I'm glad we had you.
This time, we're gonna do it correctly.
Okay, go ahead. Action.
What was I gonna say?
We don't know, Danny.
We're glad you came, man. We really are.
Thanks for
having me.
At this point, episode 9 has been a success. Cindy, what do you say about it?
Oh, it's very much a success.
I like it.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
Ultimate.
for having me.
You got to come back for season 3, because we have plans. It's going to look
Big
a lot.
plans.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Different.
I'm so down.
Dwayne part 2?
Yes, D part 2.
D part 2. I will talk about how the Supernovas have won the championship.
Yeah, man. Our last run in the PVF. For heading to the MLV.
Let's go Novas, baby. Let's go
Go
Novas. Baby. But once again, this has been episode 9. I've been Danny.
I've been Cindy.
I'm Dwayne.
Please find us somewhere. You're already on your phone. I get that. You're already on your phone. If you can look right below wherever you're looking at us from, normally it's going to be YouTube if you're doing this. There's a like button. It looks like this. Click on that. Please just click on that. Then from there, near that, there's going to be a subscribe button?
Yeah.
Subscribe. Yeah. You click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get more of this, because we want you to have more of this. You deserve more of this, actually. You're going to leave that app. We're going to go where next?
Facebook.
Go to Facebook. Find us there. Love us there. Add us there. Like us there. Then we're going to go where?
Instagram.
Go to Instagram. You're going to like us there as well. We got so many cool, informative things on Instagram. And we do a lot of culture things around here, because we've got a cast of characters we want you to know at this point. Now, where else we got to go?
TikTok.
Ticking and talking all over the place. Like us there.
Such a millennial.
Ticking and talking. That was great. Okay.
Yes, I am 35. Now, but go to TikTok. Love us there as well. This has been MooseCast episode.
Where can they find Dwayne?
Yeah.
Plug them.
Oh, you can find me online anywhere. You can Google me. You can, and on all social media, it's Dwayne, ITSDEWAYNE. and you'll probably see me in person somewhere. So come out, enjoy an event. Don't forget to say hi, because I won't bite.
Nice. Go to any sporting event and just look for him. He's going to be there.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming. Smooches. Love you. Forever.
Bye. Forever?
Always.
Oh.